Welcome to the second show of Pass the Rock. I'm your host, Pat.
It's your boy Ant, introducing my newest member right here, Beasley.
How y'all doing? Ron?
Keep it on, keep it on, keep it on, keep it.
First week of the NBA has been crazy so far. We find ourselves with two teams that I think is pushing themselves to try and become NBA final competitors. Coming out the West, I see OKC as a strong team, and coming out the East, I see Miami Heat. How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, now my elite teams coming out the East would definitely be the Knicks with the acquisitions of Tyson Chandler, Baron Davis, even though he's hurt right now. But another dominant team that people are sleeping on, but I still think they got a chance to the LA Lakers. You got to give them a chance. You?
Right now, I think out the East, I'm going to have to go with the Miami Heat. As much as I don't like to say it, LeBron's looking good. He's putting up his numbers. And I think that they're going to let D-Wade start taking those last shots, as we see last night when they beat the Bobcats. And we seen that D-Wade was the reason why they won that game. Out the West, I think I'm going to have to go with the Thunder. And I think the reason why I'm going to go with the Thunder is because of Kevin Durant. Even though him and Westbrook had their little fight the other night in their win, I think that as the season progresses, it's going to play out. Because, when you're in the heat of the moment, you can tend to get mad. They're both, co-captains. They're both working hard to get to the NBA championship. So, tensions is going to flare when you don't think things is going right. But I think once they get their stuff together, KD's going to be okay. And Westbrook's going to have to get on the right track and shoot a little better. But I still see them as the strongest with KD, Westbrook. You got your bench in Harden, and you also got your center man who's looking good this year, Perkins.
Hold on.
Oh, yeah,
I'll cut it.
I like that.
I see Ames agreeing with me on the power team, but I'm going to ask Ron. LA, seriously, they winning too. Kobe's looking a little old right now. He don't got that height in his jump no more. Power team, man, or struggling team? Let's be real.
As far Bynum clearly he's out 4 games, So you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt in that. They just let go of Lamar Odom, strong 6-man coming off the bench. They got a young team, people we never seen before. A team with 4 white people on the court at one time. I haven't seen that since the early days. Yeah, they got 4 white people, like I said, but it's like, you can't knock the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? For the past 10 years, this has been a constant team that's been getting to the championship here and there. Kobe been in the championship more times than Jordan. He's not settling for nothing less than the finals. I'm sorry.
Settled less for last year.
He did, but hey, everybody got to take that year off.
We got a few more years to go before he permanently takes it off. But to the sleeper teams, I see the Spurs. People are sleeping on the Spurs. They're forgetting about them. Old and faithful. You want to talk about old people that's nice? Kobe. Spurs is an old team that's nice. People's completely forgetting about them. They had injuries last year. They destroyed the Clippers last night. I hate to say it. My favorite team right now, they destroyed. Another sleeper team I see coming out the East right now is, I want to say, Atlanta. I don't like that because I don't like Atlanta. They took out Orlando last year, but right now they got T-Mac. T-Mac's actually balling a little bit. He ain't throwing up the franchise numbers, but he's throwing up the role player numbers like they need him coming off the bench. Those are my 2 sleeper teams for right now. What do y'all think?
I can't agree with the Heat because the Heat definitely have players ahead of them. The Heat, young team, the Hawks, a young team coming up together. They've been together for what, like 5 years now. Josh Smith, Joe Johnson leading the way. I see my sleeper team coming out the East. I know not a lot of people are going to agree with this, but I got to go with the Nets. I know Deron Williams fell off a little bit, people might say, but I have dreams that during February, when Orlando finds out that Dwight's not going to be there next year, I think they're going to go for him. I think they're going to do what they got to do to get him too. And now as a sleeper team in the West, I got to go with Portland. You know what I'm saying? They got the Gerald Wallace last year, double-double machine, defensive player of the year, whatever you want to call him. They got LaMarcus Aldridge, good player. So, I definitely think they got some things ahead of them if Greg Oden can stay healthy.
And on my end, for the East, I'm gonna have to go with the Knicks. Right now, people are sleeping on them because they don't have no point guard. You got Mike Bibby on the bench. He's getting older. We see he can't really do nothing. But they did sign Baron Davis. And everybody's forgetting about Baron Davis because he was in Cleveland. Who's watching Cleveland? Nobody. But anyways, when Baron Davis comes back and he's healthy, that's going to be another scorer. He's an older point guard now, so he's going to look to distribute. And he got a big man in Tyson Chandler down there, and you got Amari, and then you got Melo on the wing. And you also got Fields coming out and playing too. So they got a nice squad. I think everybody's probably in a coma or sleeping because they think the Heat's just going to run over everybody. I don't think so. And in the West, I got the Nuggets. If y'all ain't see what my man Ty Lawson is doing, y'all better get awake right now. Because he killed Dallas the first game, 27 points. Ask about it. Next game, his points went down a little, but he still had 19. Then you got the big man in Nene. He's all of a sudden he's balling now.
Where did he come from?
Where did he come from?
I know Melo wanted him last year.
And you also got Al Harrington popping trade. And that's just crazy.
Proteges.
Yeah, it must be them Kmart's. That must be doing it for
$5.
them. So that's my team out the West right there. I got the Nuggets creeping up and maybe taking out somebody in a 7-game series. I don't see them beating them in 6, but I think 7 they may be able to get that game.
All right. Now, Ant, you said the Knicks is a sleeper team. Are you serious? They got Melo.
Yeah,
That's the prettiest jump shot in the league other than Ray Ray.
But
Come
he don't
on,
play no
man.
D.
He don't play
no
That's why they
DL.
got the big Tyson, dog.
Yeah.
That's why they got Chandler.
Yeah,
They got
do.
one person on their team that's down to play D, I feel like.
Exactly, and that's
Amari's
Tyson
not
Chandler.
playing
Yeah, Amari's
defense.
not playing.
Melo's not playing
Not playing
defense.
And maybe Baron Davis might play some D, but
He's
I mean,
injured.
you know,
He
but
got
yeah.
a bad back.
But guaranteed, they're going to be a top 4 team in the East. Let's be real.
Yeah.
There's no sleeping on that.
Yeah.
my sleep pick is
Everyone
saying
knows
them
they're
to the
gonna be top
finals,
four.
though. I'm saying
Oh, you saying
Eastern
to the
Conference
finals?
Finals. is
I
what
think
I'm
they
saying.
could get there.
Think they can
Eastern
get there?
I think they can
Finals
get
is what
there.
I'm
You think
saying.
they're knocking Wade out?
I think in a 7-game hard-fought series they can do it. Because last year you seen the game that they played when the Knicks had Melo and they won that game. If everybody remembers, and it was off of defense, which you don't really see for them. So I think if the Knicks can really put it down and play defense, they can do it. But if not, then
Big
This
problems.
this is going to be big problems because we know the Heat can lob down also, and they got 2 big scorers in LeBron and Wade.
All right, we'll see. So you think that he's still going to overcome the Knicks?
I think it's going to be Heat in 7.
He and seven?
He is 7 now. I'm saying you guys gotta. I mean, the fourth quarter is 1 quarter, and it's 1 ball, and it's a Wade and there's a LeBron. Who's gonna have it? You know?
Wade, because LeBron sucks in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's gonna start an argument. LeBron claimably the best player in the NBA. Wade, I don't know where he knows he falls at, but I'm sure he thinks he's one of the greats too. So, you know what I mean?
I mean, who knows? You see what Cole did versus the Celtics in the first quarter, so they might give him the ball over LeBron. How would that play out? LeBron's not going to like that. A rookie getting the ball over him in the fourth. So that's not going to sit well either.
They did try to do that last year with House though.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't really work out. Not to cut you off, but to seeing Pierce on that bench, he looked a little slimmer this year.
He did look
We know
slimmer.
how Pierce hits.
He did look
You know
slimmer.
Pierce is going to have his spots. We all know that spot and that back down. And we know what he does in them last seconds when they need him. And then you got Rondo there. Even though he went through that little trade talk, he's still balling. He's putting up numbers, and he looks like he's coming back with a little jump shot. I
Where'd
think
that come
everybody's
from?
counting the Celtics out because they're old. But I don't know. We see veterans get it done, and they win championships as they did in 08.
I think you're giving Rondo too much credit on that jump shot. Christmas Day, I think Santa just blessed him with a shot because when I was watching him the other night, he was breaking airballing, and this is in the fourth quarter on the jump shots. They gotta have somebody step up for them. They gotta have a surprise player somewhere. Because right now, as you see, LA's not doing good, but Ron Artest is filling that Lamar Odom space. He's averaging the points right now. He's stepping up for them as Manu Ginobili for the Spurs. Those are 2 players I see stepping up. Right now, Ginobili's averaging 24 points a game. I didn't see him doing that. I'm going to be honest. I didn't think he was going to do it. I thought the Spurs was done, but they look young. Timmy's in shape.
Is he?
Timmy's in shape.
Is he though?
He look like he's young again. He's trying
okay.
to ball this
I
year.
gotta see that.
Metal World Peace. It has no peace on the court. I know y'all seen that slang the other night he called.
Yeah.
Crammed it on him real quick.
Yeah, but those are my surprise players right now. Artest and Ginobili. What do y'all think?
Sure. I mean, I go with Ginobili. I mean, finally he's in the starting lineup, I assume, instead of coming off the bench. But he's definitely a legend. Meta World Peace, Ron Artest, whatever you want to call him. I'm not really a big fan of him. I love LA, but if he wasn't there, I'd still be happy with the team. I think they should never let go of Ariza, honestly.
I agree with that. But to kick it back on the players to watch for, I'm gonna go out the West and I'm gonna say Rudy Gay. In his first game versus San Antonio, he had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. And he still got the bum shoulder. You see, he got the sleeve over his shoulder, but he's still putting up numbers. And in his second game versus the Thunder, he had 19 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists. And I think since he was hurt last year, everybody kind of forgot about him because the Grizzlies made their playoff run and he wasn't there. But with him coming back and him putting up them numbers, that's another scoring factor that's going to definitely help them. So y'all definitely need to watch out for Rudy Gay. And my other pick is still out the West, but I'm going to have to say once again, that man Ty Lawson. As I said before, his first game he put up incredible numbers versus the defending champions. And his second game, he did decent versus the Jazz. So watch out for Ty Lawson also. He got the free roam now, you know. There's no big name players there, so it's up to him what they do, I think.
I mean, Rudy Gay is definitely a good player. But as of last year, with him being injured and what the Grizzlies proved, that they really don't need Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay can go somewhere else, I see. But he's a good player. Him having a good season this year, I'm kind of skeptical on that. He might go down again with the shoulder. Who knows? Definitely a good player, but nothing really to watch. Now we're going to get to this new segment. New faces, new places. I'm going to start off by saying Lamar Odom clearly does not want to be in Dallas.
Cosign.
Clearly doesn't want to be in Dallas. I mean, I guess they brought him in thinking they was going to give Nowitzki a little break and he was going to come in and do what he does. But that's obviously not happening. How do y'all feel about that?
I say Odom's not looking too good right now. He must still be mad at Jerry Buss or something. Because his first game, all he had was 6 points. His first game he had 4 points. I apologize. His second game he had 6 points. So that big production that they thought Odom was going to bring them, that point guard, big man, he's looking like just a regular person on the bench now.
Let's be real. Odom doesn't want to play this shit. He wants to go chill with a Kardashian.
Lamar Kardashian.
Like, he's mad. He's soft, I think. He's a little hurt that Lakers didn't want him. I don't think he want to play ball this shit. And he went to the Mavericks. The Mavericks is out of shape this shit. They've been drinking champagne all season. They haven't gotten ready for this.
Jason Terry, stop smoking them cigars, man. Yeah. Ball up. Ball up.
Dirk's even admitted he just started playing basketball again last month. He's out of shape. You could tell he's still putting 20 points up, but he's not looking like the old Dirk.
You got Vince Carter.
I would wait blocking him like
they
that.
They got Vinsanity.
Air.
Yeah.
He ain't air.
Not no more.
So, I mean, also, who else we got that's a new face in a new place? We got, let's talk about a good one, Brendan Bass. Now, he's looking good for the Celtics.
That's the best player in the Celtics right now.
Definitely.
That's big man. I'm just mad people are just realizing he's nice. Orlando should never got rid of him because Big Baby's not doing a damn
That's
thing.
what I'm saying.
Big Baby's a big-ass baby. They should have kept Brandon Bass. Brandon Bass is a little Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Muscle, built, and he has a jump shot. I'm surprised that people just now realize he can shoot on the Celtics. Give him the ball, he can shoot.
Yeah. I'm guessing Dwight lobbied for Glenn Davis because of what he did to him in the playoffs that year. But Glenn Davis, I mean, the guy can't even jump. He has a little 15-footer, but that's about it. You know, Brandon Bass brings a lot of electricity off the bench. You know, he could bring you that jump shot, those tough loose balls he could track down. You know, he's just a good player and a hell of an athlete.
Next we got Chris Paul. How y'all feel about Chris Paul, man? I don't know, these first couple games, he ain't looking too good. I don't know if it's because they ain't played together yet, but I'm not seeing no lobs. Lob City, where the lobs at?
I'm gonna go with school. Practice. Clippers need practice. That's all they need. They haven't practiced with each other yet. They got destroyed last night by the Spurs, who's a great team. They're playing team ball. Christmas Day, Clippers wasn't playing team ball. They was playing ISO everybody. That's how they won. You can't play ISO against a team because the team's always going to win. Chris Paul's not playing like Paul right now. He's not throwing them assists. He's definitely not throwing lobs because all the screens and all the cuts is not on time. They got to get their timing together. I say give them 2 more months, they're going to be a legitimate team. Next time they see the Spurs, they're going to win.
I agree with that a little bit.
I disagree with that. I think the Spurs is going to get him again. Y'all didn't see how Ginobili was killing them out there. Duncan didn't really put up new numbers, but Blair did. You had Blair, he had 20 points that night. And I'm guessing DeAndre Jordan or Blake Griffin was defending him. So what's up with that? Their defense isn't looking as tough as I thought it could be with them 2 people down there in
Blake was on
the
to me
middle.
last night. DeAndre Jordan to get his defense up.
Yeah.
But another one, Rip Hamilton. How y'all feel about Rip?
I mean, as far as Rip coming off those screens, hitting them jumpers that we're so used to seeing in Detroit, I don't think he has that anymore. I mean, Rip, he's a solid player. He can give you 11 points, 12 points, but that's about it. That's all you're going to get from Rip.
He ain't the old Rip Hamilton, but he's still the second best player on that team.
Second?
Second.
Dude.
Who? Boozer?
Yeah.
You mean the cheerleader?
Boozer's overrated, but he's better than the Rip Hamilton.
The cheerleader.
He's
you mean
better
every
than the
time
Rip
Derrick
Hamilton.
Rose catch that bang, Boozer just clapping? Yeah, that's my friend. That's my boy.
I'm
No,
saying.
bro. Come on. He's a cheerleader, bro.
They'd rather have
Duran's
Boozer
not
than
throwing
Rip.
him that pass. He's fell off.
Did you forget about Luol Deng though?
Yeah.
Hell of
That's
a
who I
player.
think is the
Hell
second
of a
best
player.
player right
Luol
there.
Deng forgot
Hell of a
about
player.
Luol Deng.
Luol Deng's
forgot about
beast.
Luol Deng.
Luol Deng.
Luol Deng is nice.
Defensive, good defense, and he's not going to kill you with crazy numbers, but he still got the 3 and he still got a shot and he will still put up decent
Definitely.
I
numbers.
say come postseason, Rip's gonna have better. He's gonna help them better than.
I don't even know if he'll be there come postseason.
Ooh, you serious?
If there's a postseason for Chicago, as tough as the East is looking, Chicago's definitely an overrated team. I'm glad we have a camera now to say that. Derrick Rose is a hell of a player, but that's it. That's all they have, and he's the point
The
guard.
Chicago Roses.
Chicago Roses.
But we
There's not
also
enough flowers
forgetting,
for
we
that.
also saying the Chicago Roses and all this, but who had the best defense last year? And I think that was the Chicago Bulls. Not just D Rose, but them as a team, as in Kim Noah, as in Boozer, as in Derrick Rose, as in Dang.
But let's not forget about the rookies this year. The rookie campaign is gonna be a tough little season for them. You know, Kemba Walker straight out of UConn. What up, Shabazz? He's holding 13 points right now, 3 assists. Norris Cole from the Heat. I haven't heard of him before he played the Celtics. I'm gonna be honest. He's averaging 14 points a game and 2 assists. And let's not forget about little Steve Nash, Ricky Rubio. 6 points a game, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. His numbers ain't high, but he has numbers across the board. You can't be mad at that. He doesn't throw the basic assists. He throws assists you don't see, no look passes, and that's what you're gonna need in the NBA. He's gonna develop and just get even better. And Jimmer, he's letting me down some. He's only averaging 8 points and two assists a game. I want to see that long range 3. Come on, Jimmer, give me that 3.
Whack.
I'm saying.
Jimmer's whack.
Jimmer's solid player in college. I don't know how he's gonna turn out in the league. I like him, but you don't know. As far as Rubio go, I mean, when they were showing his clips when he was overseas, his passes were looking alright, but the finishes weren't that great either. I mean, anybody could throw the basic behind the back pass. What's good with the normal chest pass, getting the ball where it needs to go? I mean, I've seen a couple of highlights, him missing the alley-oop off the glass, hitting the glass real hard, you know. He's not that good.
But of all the rookies, he's giving you the best all-around numbers.
He's on the Timberwolves.
Okay.
Kevin Love's not that good. Kevin Love can't score by himself.
Kevin Love's not that
Kevin
good.
Love's putting up
Kevin Love-
numbers. He had 30 and 20 the other
He
day.
can't-
Just to let people know
He
that.
can't score by himself. He needs that offensive rebound to put that back in. 20 rebounds. That's equal to half of his bucket. How many offensive rebounds did he have? I bet you probably had top more than 5. So give him 10 points off of those.
Points is points. I don't care where they come from. As long as my score is higher than yours, you could be 20 points from the free throw line. I'm picking you if you're giving me 20 that game. I do not care.
And we still forgetting about the man Michael Beasley. He's doing
That's
alright
my
these
dude.
first couple of games.
I like
You
him.
also got the little man JJ Barea. So I think they're not gonna make the craziest noise, but I think they're gonna get into the playoffs this year. They're gonna do a little something. And like you said, you got Rubio. And if y'all didn't see them games, y'all might want to go back and watch and see them passes that he's throwing. They on the mark and they getting
Definitely
easy buckets
overrated.
after he passes.
So-
He sat that year out for a reason.
So Ron, I want to know who's your best rookie right now? What rookie are you watching? What rookie you think's gonna be the future?
Rookies, I mean, I'm watching Kyrie Irving. I haven't really seen much from him, but he's in Cleveland, so you expect him to have an okay season. I mean, who does Cleveland have? Nobody.
So here we go to our best segment of the show, our isolation segment, and this is where I ask questions to these two right here, and they're gonna debate on it, and I'll see who wins. I won the last show, so I can't play this time. We'll see who's gonna host the show for next week. So for the first question for you guys, can Kobe stay healthy enough so the Lakers can have a chance? I'm gonna ask you, Ian, first, because I know you're a Kobe fan.
Yeah, you already know I'm a Kobe fan. But honestly, I think it all depends on when we get Bynum back. Because I think when Bynum comes back, that's going to lessen Kobe's minutes just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit, so he can get that little time with his wrist. And also, I think what's going to happen is when they play some of the lesser teams and they blow him out, they're going to sit Kobe down so he can rest also during those little blowout games. So I think if they do that, and he plays the way he's playing, which he's not taking it to the rack like that, he's becoming more of a post-up shooter, I think that he'll get a little more healthy come postseason, he'll be fine.
All right, now, Ron, same question for you.
I mean, as far as Kobe staying healthy, I don't think it matters with him being healthy. As long as he's able to get out on the court, he's gonna perform. Just like Kobe said a couple games back, he can get 25 in his sleep. I mean, Kobe doesn't have he can't mess his fingers up anymore. He has no ligaments left in his finger. He has no cartilage left in his knees. Like, what else you want him to do? Kobe's just gonna be Kobe. He's gonna get his 27, his 6, and his 5, and he's gonna ride them to the playoffs.
I'm gonna have to give Ant that one. Kobe
bullshit.
Kobe not being healthy. Are you fucking serious?
Kobe, he hasn't been healthy since like 2007 though.
Okay, but I mean healthy enough that where when they need him, he can still perform. If he
Kobe's
gets,
always
if
gonna
he gets
perform.
injured tomorrow and he has to sit out the rest of the season, Lakers have no chance.
I don't see that happening with Kobe.
Why.
Kobe will never get hurt to the point where he misses the season.
So if he breaks his
During the regular season, he doesn't. He coasts throughout the regular season. He's not gonna do anything out the box. He's not gonna try to slam on nobody. You see, he saved that for the playoffs and gave it to Emeka Okafor.
I know, but I hate to cut you off, but no Kobe, no, definitely no chip.
That's crazy.
Next question. Who do y'all see right now? Early rookie projections. Who's rookie of the year right now for y'all, Ron?
I guess I'm going with Kyrie. Like I said, he's in Cleveland by himself. He doesn't really have a cast unless you call Anderson Varejao a star player. But I see him finishing the season like 15 and 8, something like that.
I'm gonna have to go with Ricky Rubio. As much as I know you hate him and you say he's not balling, them passes I seen yesterday changed my whole perspective.
Wow.
And I've been on Rubio since day one, before he even came to the league.
Wow.
So they needed him. They needed him to play for the T-Wolves. And I think he's gonna make them way better. He's smart, he's young, and he's good. I don't see
Nash.
nothing wrong with him. He's no Steve Nash,
He's
of
no
course
Nash.
not. But he can be. I
He's
see
no
the potential
Nash.
in him to be a Steve Nash-like point guard. I think playing in the NBA is only gonna make his IQ better, and I think playing over there may have added a little toughness in him somewhere, because we know how they play overseas. They play a little harder ball than what we play over here.
They're also a
in the
little
NBA.
less talented as well,
You know what?
mind you.
Going with both of those are the two very good picks. Kyrie's gonna be a franchise player. So is Rubio. But when I watch Rubio play, I already see a veteran. I see he made the smart move by going
Rubio's
overseas.
not that good, man.
He's been a basketball player on that level for what, since he was 16 now. When was he, 21? He's been in the game 5 years now on a pro level. Kyrie Irving, he's gonna get there, but right now Rubio can give you defense and offense. I'm gonna have to give it to Ant.
And not to knock on Kyrie Irving, but he only played what five games last year in college. He's just now getting into his season, and we can already see it's a slow start. It's a very slow start. He's averaging what? Well, what was the averages of Kyrie Irving? They're not standing out to you. So
6.7 assists.
That's not bad.
I don't see that becoming.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. But with Rubio, they're both averaging 6 points, but he's averaging 5 assists with 4 boards. He's giving you an all-around player. You can't be mad about that. So I'm gonna give that to Ant. So for the next question,
I think.
did the Celtics have one more in them?
No, not with the group they're with right now. They don't. I mean, Jeff Green's gone for the season. That was one of the youngest players they had. KG's not doing it for him. Pierce, who knows when he'll play and if he'll keep playing. Ray Allen, I mean, he's only Ray Allen, so nah, Celtics is done.
I think the Celtics still got a little push in them. I'm still saying when Paul Pierce comes back, they're gonna have a way better season than without him. We see Rondo's putting up numbers. His assist is always gonna be there. They got Brendan Bass coming off. He's doing good. And you know, KG's a vet. He may not give you the slam time. He may not do all that, but he's still good from 15 feet. So I still think the Celtics is still somebody to be reckoned with. And they still got that defense. You know, I don't really like Doc Rivers. I ain't the biggest Doc Rivers fan, but they do play hard defense. So
I don't think Doc Rivers cares that much.
Honestly, we're on the second. You said no, you won in my eyes. So next question. I know Ant's gonna have fun with this one. Clippers overrated?
definitely overrated. Definitely overrated. The other night they gave up 115 points to the San Antonio Spurs. And it wasn't even a major point from Tim Duncan. The points was coming from Blair, the points was coming from Ginobili, and the points was coming from Tony Parker. Everybody's thinking it's just going to be Lob City all day, Lob City all day. That's not going to win you a championship. Defense wins you championships. And like I said earlier, whoever was guarding Blair was not doing a good job. So they got a lot of things to work on, and I think they need to start with defense before we start calling them NBA champions and Western Conference Finals champions.
All right, okay. I definitely don't think they're the best team coming out the West, but as far as being overrated, they're not. I mean, they have the veteran Chris Paul. You got Blake Griffin. He's probably going to be one of the best fours we had in the league. Maybe. One of the best exciting players in the league, though. They got DeAndre Jordan. He just got a big payday, so he's improving. Their money's in DeAndre Jordan, so I mean, you give the Clippers like a year, maybe two. Chris Paul got 2 years over there. I think they turn something out of that. Staples Center is definitely the best center to be in.
I'm giving this one to Ron. Next
Why
question.
didn't win them the game?
Is it too early to count the Mavericks out, Ron?
No, I don't. I think the Mavericks are done. Honestly, them winning last year, I can't say it was a fluke, but it was somewhat of a fluke. I mean, the way those 3 balls are just going in was something unbelievable. I mean, they're getting older. They let go of Karan, you know. They got Sean Marion, people like that. I don't see them winning anything. I don't see them making it out to 6th seed if they get to the playoffs.
On this one, I'm going to just say the Mavs, I think their run is done, but I think they're still going to go far. I think right now they got these 3 new pieces that ain't really doing anything, but I think as the season progresses, I think Lamar Odom's going to get into that slot where he starts producing the numbers like he produced in LA. But do I see them winning the championship or do I see them in the finals? No, I don't. I see them as a semifinals exit, but it's a long season, you know. Even though it's 66 games, it's still a long season. They're going to play a lot of games, and you still got Dirk Nowitzki, one of the best forwards in the league. So, I mean, I think it all depends on what Dallas's progression is. The only bad thing I think they did is pick up Vince Carter.
Yeah.
That's the only knock I got on them right now. But other than that,
As far as defending champs, they definitely are the worst defending champs we have seen in a couple of years.
So before I pick who wins, Ron, what round do you find him exiting?
I say the first.
First.
Because, like I said, 6th seed
That's
possibly.
all I need, first. Ain't.
I say semifinals, like I said. Not conference, but
Who
semifinals.
are they going to get past, though? That's the question.
See, right now, if the playoffs was tomorrow, they'd be a first round exit because no one on that team's in shape right now. But I say as the season continues, they are going to get better. No, they're not going to win a chip, but I do see them at least going to the conference finals round. And it looked like you got this one by a game.
I think I was cheated.
Alright, cut.
As you see, I had to switch up the gear, throw on my LA snapback. Because my man Kobe got a lot to prove this year. Everybody's talking about him. As you see, my host always going mad at him. He's old, he's hurt, he's not going to do nothing. But he been killing the league for years. He got 5 championships. And I know LA had a bad exit last year. We got swept. I was heated, but it don't matter. We were 2-time defending championships. Alright, we won 2 chips back to back. Orlando, when we played them back in 09, what happened? Demolished them. Get them out of here. Then we played the Celtics. That was revenge. And we got that in Game 7. So y'all say what y'all want to say, but once we make one more move, LA's going to be that team to watch. Kobe's going to get his 6. He's coming for you, Jordan.
Yeah, so it look like Ant won our second show. He will be hosting next week. Ant, get the questions ready, because I will be coming for you, Ron. I will be trying to beat you, trying to get my second win of the season. You know, trying to stay in that MVP race. Ant, you're not going to pass me in that. But this is Pass the Rock. I'm Pat. That's Ant. That's my boy, Ron. We'll see you next week.
Hopefully I get a fair shot next time.
Keep it on, 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 keep.
I can't stop like a fiend. I'ma put it down.